Hi guys, it's me, Rusty, 78609, Central Texas, USA. This is probably going to be a little bouncy because I'm out walking. It's Tuesday morning, the 19th of April, 2016. It's probably about 9 o'clock, 9:30 maybe. About 60 degrees, a little overcast right now. And I'm going to do this video about my home base. This is the little road. I'm coming into my place right now. And this is the little county road that comes right down to my home base. And what we're going to talk about this morning is, now that you have a home base, or I have a home base, there's my place right back in that jungle there. And but now that you have a home base, what about the upkeep? Well, we're going to talk about that just briefly. Mine is, see, this is where my property begins. Right there, it says no trespassing. Well, you couldn't trespass if you wanted to. It's a freaking jungle. Do I intend to clear that out? No, no, no. But anyway, there's a house on the left there. It's just an old couple. They're in their 80s. Never see them, never hear them. And this is my place coming up here. We'll turn in here. And I don't do much maintenance. Now this road, of course, I had it built. It's a road base is what they call it. That's what this stone is. It's a real small gravel that they use for road base. And you still have problems with drainage whenever whenever we get one of these real heavy downpours, like 2 or 3 inches an hour of rain, well, then you got a problem. But anyway, do I really maintain? You can see I don't mow much or none. And that dish there doesn't work. It's never worked. I mean, I've had it for about a year and got rid of it. But anyway, what I do is I use 9% vinegar and put it in a little sprayer and spray these weeds around. And it kills most of them, okay? There's my Prius. That's my RV. When I get ready to pull my RV now, I used to have a tow vehicle of my own, but now I don't. I have my Prius for my car, and then if I wanted to go somewhere, I just trade out with my son and away I go. And that's the end of that. So, but as far as mowing, no. I've got a mower. I got an electric mower with a 100-foot cord, and if I just have to, I do. But what I've been doing for the past few years is you can see a little half moon that goes around the patio here where there's not many weeds. Well, what did that was 9% vinegar. Just spray that on the weeds and they'll go away. It kills most of them. And then for those little boogers that are toughies, well, they get the Roundup treatment. And believe me, folks, Roundup works. Roundup works. But as far as any other maintenance, none. Because that cover is all aluminum and requires no maintenance whatsoever. None. Zero. And the deck has been here for 8 years, and there's a few boards that could be replaced. Minor work. Take about I probably need to spend another $300 on that, and then I'll replace these steps. I'll show you these over here. The original steps were like those. These I built myself. I made these out of cinder blocks, and I put some treated lumber across there to hold the bricks in place, and it works perfectly. It's much more stable than the other ones, and it's also much less slippery. And for me, that means a lot because I'm 70 freaking years old, and I don't want to do a headstand at my age, so to speak. And then we come around here, and that's the first hose is the hose for the washing machine. Goes out and drains by some mesquite trees that have just popped up from nowhere, and some cactus. And then my septic the same way. They go out there, and that's the end of that. And then we come around here. You can't live anywhere without having junk, and I've got it like everybody else. Those blue tanks are vinegar, were held vinegar at one time. I used them for water holding tanks when I was hauling water. I mean, when I didn't have my water hooked up here. I actually caught water off this aluminum cover and used it for showering and flushing the toilet. And then those containers down there with hoses and on those gallon jugs, I made homemade wine. I really did, and it was pretty good. I may get back to it. It's pretty good. I used to have 2 or 3 gallons going all the time for about 2 or 3 years, and then I just got tired of it. And then, of course, my wheelbarrow, which has a flat tire. And underneath this, right here, is a bird's nest. Up in there somewhere is a bird's nest. And the birds go up in there during the day and take care of their little ones, and every now and then you can hear them cheep, cheep, cheep. And that's that. And anyway, this right here is I made out of using I got a cinder block here, and this is one of the limbs of the tree I was cutting down, and the same way over here. Limb off the tree and a cinder block. And I just put put one board on the bottom and then just stacked it, but it keeps the firewood off the ground, and I've got that cover helps some, I guess. But this was the tree I was cutting down, and I got to tell you this, folks. Whenever you get ready to cut down a tree, I don't care what you read about cutting a limb a certain way so the limb will fall a certain way. Well, good luck with that shit. Every time I cut one, it was supposed to fall to the left. It fell to the right. And then I'd say, well, okay, if I've got it backwards, I'll do it the other way. Guess what? It still fell the other way. Anyway, I trimmed that tree up too. And this is my electrical box. There's a 30 amp service in there. Comes right on up through here and right up to the RV. That's it, baby. And then down here, I've got, this is my water. I did the water myself. As you can see, I've got a pressure gauge here. And this pressure gauge is really pretty neat, because you can dial the pressure you want right here on the end. There's a little screw right here. You can see it right in there, that little screw. And for those of you that have full-time RV'd for any length of time, you know that water pressure varies everywhere you go. And even here at my home, the water system pressure varies. And what I do is I check it all. I like to keep it right around 50. That gives me plenty of pressure inside. But I monitor it. And if it gets a little high or a little low, I adjust it accordingly. And I like to keep this area back here like it is, kind of what I call the dead zone. I don't like to see a lot of brush in here. I want a nice little barrier around my RV. I don't like to have tree limbs hanging over my cover. As you notice, there are none. And if one gets near there, I cut it down. And that's what happened to this big tree. See, this big limb used to go up here and then right over my RV. Well, I bought me a $50 chainsaw. I was going to have some people do it. You know how much they charge to remove a tree or cut one down? About $250 minimum to start, okay? So, anyway. And that is my little window AC that I install myself, and it works like a charm. It's 110 volt, and it's super energy efficient. I'll show you how good I am, folks. You see this power line right here? Right here. Does that follow it? See it? See it? See it? There it goes. You know where it goes? It goes out to a telephone post by the street. I was going to bury that. I was. That was, I don't know, 12 years ago. I was going to do it, you know. It was on my agenda. But anyway, there's my RV, carefully leveled, as you can see. And no, under that cover, folks, that RV will last, shit, I'd guess 50 years or more. I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing. But anyway, that's enough of that. We get about 9 minutes here. But anyway, this is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA, just talking about now that you've got a home base, how do you keep it up? What is there to maintain? And if you do it right, nothing, virtually nothing. You know, you can leave this place of mine for a long time and come back, and the weeds will have grown up a little bit, and that's about it. But anyway, this is a little pan around again. I know y'all have seen this a million times, but you can see it again. But anyway, enjoy your day. I'm going to do some more videos because I've got plenty of time this week, and I intend to enjoy it. Adios, amigos. Carpe diem. Bye-bye.